You guys, I used to spend 6 hours every single Saturday cleaning my house because it was such a disaster throughout the week. And when we moved, I managed to double the size of my house and somehow decrease my cleaning time by 60%. There is the blueprint anyone can copy to have a cleaner home starting today. I don't deep clean my house every day. I don't follow complicated routines. I just systemize the pressure points in my home. So instead of constantly reacting to a mess, my home is kind of maintaining itself. The very first system I want to talk to you guys about today is so simple, and I don't know why I never did it before. I call it the while you wait method. And basically all this is that while you're waiting for something to happen, like you're brewing your coffee in the morning, you're putting something in the microwave, maybe you're even brushing your teeth, I reset something. It's not a full clean, it's not a big task, just like a micro reset. I'll wipe the counter while my coffee is brewing. I'll always unload the dishwasher while I'm waiting for my coffee to finish brewing. I'll put something back. And doing these tiny actions while I'm already in the space, I'm waiting for something to happen. When my kids were little, maybe it's doing a quick wipe down while they're in the bathtub and I'm supervising. But every single morning as I walk downstairs and I brew my coffee, I'm already there for the 2 minutes that it's brewing. I go ahead and I unload the dishwasher and I make sure everything is put away. If I have something in the microwave that's taking a minute or 2 minutes, I take a wipe and I will wipe down the counters. I'll take off any clutter that might be on the counters. It's that simple because clutter doesn't come from big messes. It comes from neglected, tiny, small tasks. Okay, this next system that I do, and I've tried to systemize absolutely everything into this, and I try to use automation as much as possible. So the first thing that dramatically reduces cleaning time is using tools that eliminate multiple unnecessary steps. So instead of vacuuming and then mopping later, I've been using the Dreamy Aero Vacuum Mop, which vacuums and washes floors at the same time. It has 25 kPa suction power, so it picks up both wet and dry messes in one pass. As you can see here, it can obliterate crumbs like nobody's business. It helps me to clean up the area after dinner so quick, so fast, I don't even have to think about it. Even if the kids drop something that was wet and disgusting, I don't bother cleaning it up anymore. I simply whip this guy out and it cleans up wet and dry messes all in one pass. And the other thing is, I love a clean home, but I'm not gonna be moving furniture all the time. I'm not gonna be trying to get into tiny little crevices and corners. The fact that the Aero has an ultra slim body and 180-degree flexibility design, it can lay completely flat and reach spaces most vacuums can't. I love that I can literally slide it under furniture like my dining room table. It lays completely flat, but it never loses its suction. And the other thing that a cleaning machine has to do for me is it has to make my job easier and not just add on another task for me to do. So most vacuums do leave a strip of dirt along baseboards. This one has dual edge cleaning, which means both sides clean tight against walls. It pushes along the baseboard so you don't have to go back and redo the edges. And if you have lawn hair or pets, you know how annoying it is when hair gets wrapped around the roller and gets everything clogged. The Aero uses Tangle Cut 2.0, which is a zero tangle system designed for mixed human and pet hair as well. So again, the product has to make cleaning easier and you're not stopping to constantly unclog it or cut hair out of the roller. I have a pretty large section of house to clean, so I love that this can run up to 35 minutes. And then when you are done, again, you don't have another thing to clean. One of my favorite features is the self-cleaning function. You press one button and the roller automatically washes itself with water and rotating motion. You never have to deal with a dirty or stinky roller. And I love the fact that we live in a modern age where cleaning faster isn't about cleaning more, it's about reducing the number of steps, and I love that technology is finally catching up. When your tools combine multiple tasks and actually reach the places that dirt hides and makes it easier for it to clean and not a whole process, everything becomes easier. And if you want to see even more details on the Dreamy Aero Wet Dry Vacuum Cleaner, you can check out more details and the link in my description. Okay, the third thing that I started to do that allows me to clean a lot less and still have a really clean home is to declutter more than once a year. Decluttering is now part of my daily routine. I don't wait for massive piles in my drawers or closets. If I have a minute while I'm brushing my teeth, that's while you wait method, I'll look over a drawer, I'm putting things away in my kids' room, I'll walk out with a couple things in hand to donate that I know they're not wanted or used. I don't wait for like a massive decluttering weekend like I used to. I simply tie it into my daily rhythms and this becomes way more manageable. And with less stuff, it becomes so much faster to reset things. I used to have these big decluttering marathons and I would wait for my house just to pile on with a ton of crap everywhere to where I can't open a single drawer. And then I'd wait for January to do a decluttering challenge, which I still love, by the way, but I no longer wait for those decluttering massive massive challenges because it does become overwhelming throughout the year. So the while I wait method, while I'm waiting, I'll go through a drawer really quick. When I'm walking in, if I see something, I'll just automatically start piling up things that need to leave our house on a regular basis. The next system, sometimes a really quick tidy and reset will do. I used to think that unless I have the time and energy for a full scrub down of the bathroom top to bottom, I'm not even gonna bother, because if you're gonna clean, you gotta do it right. However, I found that oftentimes a quick 5-minute wipe down in the moment is good enough to carry you through and freshen up the bathroom and provides the freshness you really need in the moment. So our brains are constantly wired to look for order, and even if it's not a super detailed clean, but the general appearance is presentable and it smells fresh, our brains automatically respond positively to that. So even if I have 2 to 3 minutes, I'll still do a quick tidy, even though knowing that that space probably needs more of my time. But 3 to 5 minutes is a lot better than completely ignoring the space, because our brains are looking for that area of like, okay, I need order, I need cleanliness. And that is really going to affect, number one, your mental health and your mental headspace in general, to be able to prioritize other areas of your home. So if you have 3 minutes, use the 3 minutes. Don't wait for you to have a set aside block of 30 minutes, an hour. If you don't have it, use what you got. The next system is I stopped meal planning. I know it sounds so counterintuitive, but I stopped meal planning the traditional way, and I just started learning about how to have a constant capsule kitchen prep that can cook 80% of the meals at any given time. Now, I know people have a problem with the concept of a capsule kitchen. Like, what do you mean? Think of a capsule wardrobe, right? You have foundational items that are always stocked in your closet, and then you build your wardrobe or your style around those foundational items. This is the same concept. 1 hour of prep at the beginning of the week saves over an hour per evening for me personally between prep, cooking, and cleanup time. I'm going to make a whole entire video dedicated to capsule cooking and how I personally approach it, but the basic rule of thumb is, what are the ingredients, the foundational base ingredients that you use in almost all of your dishes? So for me, I'll take an hour and I'll prep our potatoes, onions, a couple of vegetables. I always have protein stocked in my freezer because I do a monthly bulk meat prep, and I always have like those basic things on hand. So when Monday night comes around, or Wednesday night, whenever it's super busy, I'm not starting to dice and peel onions, chop garlic, peel potatoes, and then I have a bunch of stuff to clean up, because it takes, time between the time that you peel and then you cook and you clean. I already, in the beginning of the week, took 1 hour. That's it. It really isn't a lot of time, but when it comes to going ahead and prepping everything, my potatoes are already pre-peeled, my onions are already pre-peeled, my garlic is already chopped, ready to go. The only things that I really need to do are toss in the components into whatever dish that I am making, and then clean up as a breeze. The only thing I'm cleaning are the dishes. I don't have anything to clean off the counters. Potato peels are not like strewn all over the entire counter and kitchen, and it just makes the entire process so much faster and so much less cleaning. These are the daily systems that are going to help you starting today to have a cleaner home. I bet if you implemented even one of the systems I talked about, this is going to make your life so much easier. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check out the Dreamy offer in my description box down below. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next one.